Alright, we are back to passenger flights, and we've only got one person. We're going to have kind of a short flight here to Stockton, so let's get everything correct and uploaded. We've got 151 pounds, so we'll go that. That'll work. Seat, we have 150. Does it stay? Holy smokes, it did. And then we're missing 14 pounds of cargo. 26. Got that in. Load that, and there we go. 366 pounds of weight on board. So we're going to be running pretty light fuel-wise. We're very, very light. And yeah, the fog has pushed out of here. We've just got some scattered clouds, and I think that's how it's going to be the whole way. Let's go ahead and turn the lights on and get all those on. Alright, make sure we got this setting good and that there. So, I'm just going to do a quick easy start here.
You're good to go. Contact the tower for clearance.
Alright, so we're all good. I'm going to turn on landing and taxi lights. Then make sure feet are good. Looks like we're good. Okay. Alright, so let's find out what we got for weather.
Salinas Airport information, India 0500 Zulu. Wind 287 at 1 tree. Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 15. Dew point 8. Altimeter tree 009er. 01. ILS runway tree 1 in use. Landing and departing runway tree 1. VFR aircraft say direction of flight.
Alright.
All aircraft...
So, we have 3-1 is what they say we're taking off on. That is going to be this runway. So we just got to hop on that taxiway, taxi back. We're not going to do any of the ground radio communications because it's mostly broken. Let's go ahead, put flaps, and practice my taxi, which I still just so confused on why my brain can't handle it. Oh, there we go. See? I don't get why I'm struggling with that, but and braking. I think I need to add a little bit of calibration to that to kind of slow it down. But I guess there's still just a little bit of fog haze in the air. It's only a couple hours after our last flight, so I was expecting it to still be around, and it looks like it is, but slowly breaking up. We'll be crossing the runway. All good. Definitely a strong wind for takeoff here. So, we're going to take off. We are going to go see Laguna Seca. And then then we will get headed towards Stockton. Alright, we are kind of going really fast here. And, yep, still struggling. Eventually my feet might figure it out. I don't think they're going to, though. I cannot get my head around it. I think if I reversed them, I would just be perfect, but for some reason when I use them as a rudder on landing, it makes sense, but taxiing it doesn't for some reason. Don't understand. So, all right, let's RPM up here, roll out to the runway. Climb up to 6,000 initially. Vertical speed 800. And let's just get this heading on here. And let's get to the center and power up. Go fly. Nose was
Pilot,
getting
good
shoved
flight.
down there. Alright. Flaps up. A little early, but let's pop on autopilot, heading, get this thing climbing. So what we need to do is start turning. We're going to do a loop here so that we can try to see Laguna this time. Oops, head just fell off. Okay, headed right towards it now. So now it's going to be foggy and we won't be able to see it. Actually gonna head this direction a little bit just so that we can see it out my side, and that should give us a little bit lower elevation. Alright, let's climb a little steeper here. So we are going way too quick at the moment. Yeah, this fog just hanging around all day. So we're going to be heading north once we get this little sightseeing here done. We're all good on elevation. So slow this down just a little bit. We're going to back this up just a little bit. Just to kill off a tiny bit of airspeed here. Looking for the track. somewhere up around here. This looks like parking lots, but could just be a hill topped off. Sit up a little bit higher here. That might be the track, actually. Slower vertical speed down for the moment. And yep, there's the racetrack. So we've got the hairpin come around, the corkscrew right there, and man, the track looks rough. It is, detail is not loading in at all on that one. But yeah, Laguna Seca, out on the top of a hill. Alright, let's get turned around here. And we can go ahead and go direct. Oh my god, that is in a terrible spot. Okay. Direct to KS. CK. Activate and nav. That'll take us where we're heading, and we can continue to climb up now. So, this one, since it is such a short flight, so 76 miles, although we added some onto it, and we only have one passenger, the base pay is only $4,000. Get back up here. Get that. Do just kind of need to keep an eye on fuel, because we are running much lighter than we normally do. Get this view so we have a little bit better view of usage and each tank. I need to see, we're 30 minutes out, so in 15 minutes I need to switch. And I am going to use some tools to do that. I don't know if it'll remind me or ding or anything, but since we got that, let's use it. That way we don't just burn off one whole side. Alright, so we got the beach. We got our airport we just took off right there. We're at 6,000 feet, which is what I told it to go to. I don't know what we have for elevation ahead of us. It looks like we're all good. Kind of looks like 6,000 is just gonna skim underneath. Does look maybe like there's some weather. Let's see if there's actually weather that we can see on here. 'Cause I just don't think that we actually have that. Yeah, if there is, this does not work. What do we got for traffic? Anything out here? It's not going to be like LA. We got nothing. Alright, well, back to nav. And let's see what we've got around us. So, got a power plant down here, it looks like. Moss Landing, energy storage. That almost looked like a golf course, but it is not. Bunch of kind of wetlands around this river, or I don't even know if it's a river. Elkhorn Slough is what it's called. I think it's just a wetlands right there. And then we got the drier side off that direction. And the town of Watsonville, which looks to be photogrammetry. We are getting bounced around a bit here. Do have a tailwind again, so at least we picked that back up. Ground speed 195 knots. That's going to put us there in 20 minutes now. We're still going to do 15 minutes because that's obviously going to slow down at the end of the flight. We're not just going to do 195 knots all the way to the runway. But yeah, it looks like the clouds are just slightly above us the whole way. May catch a couple of them. But on our way here, we're going to go over Gilroy and Morgan Hill, San Martin. And then we go over a bunch of wilderness. And then we're into the Stockton metro area, I guess you can call it. There's a whole bunch of towns, Modesto. What we got? Like, just Sacramento just kind of is connected all the way down to Merced. Just kind of almost non-stop. There are gaps, but on this map it looks like a whole bunch of them connected. I'm going to take a look at our airport on this real quick. Just a single runway. Actually, two runways. One really long-ass runway. Let me pull that up on here so you can see. Oh. Okay, SK. Oh, we've got these charts. Haven't had these charts before. Okay. Never use those charts, I guess. That just hard locked the computer. Oh, we're coming back. We're coming back. The game has died. Oh my god. Alright, well, don't use those charts. And I have no idea now what happens with my flight. Okay. It has put us in Watsonville. I hope the airplane's in Watsonville. It is. Okay, well, now we know. just use the FAA charts, apparently. Jeez. I'm just going to keep all this in. Hopefully it loads up quick. That is the first hard crash I've had since the Alpha came out. And that was clearly due to that chart. So, I guess now we are taking off from Watsonville and are going to have to reset everything on the plane. That is disappointing. But I want you to see how I got from one spot to the other. And just leave all the fun stuff of flight sim in here. But I think I'm just going to use FAA from now on. Alright, at least we're not getting early day loading times. Okay, so now to go do all the unnecessary stuff because it doesn't keep the plane that we were having. Even if we didn't crash, we gotta go in, change the livery. Then we gotta go find where we were. Which now we are in Watsonville. And we will go here. Okay. And
Hello, pilot. Let's see what's on
forgot
the
to
screen
change the time, so I'm gonna have to do that when we load in.
From dispatch to transporter. Let's take these passengers to their destination.
Well, oh, and now we gotta because this screwed
Looks
up.
like everyone is on board, pilot.
We now
Let's
have
get out of here.
we now have two passengers. So that's cool. Yeah. All right. Get this back to the time that we were going to be flying at, which is not actually the time. Here we go. So we were going at like 2 o'clock. Is the weather just completely different now? So now it's just perfectly clear out. Alright, there we go. It loaded in. Okay, now we gotta go click all these. It's a cool idea, but give me a toggle switch to turn it off, because there's really nothing to it. Okay, now we start again. Wait, we gotta hold off on that. Let me get all of this configured, otherwise it breaks. So yeah, 2 people now. Well, it says there's 2 people, but that kind of appears to be lying to me. What was this, 26? And fuel, we're going to go pounds down to that. Okay, we are all perfectly set. Even though it tells us that it failed, it actually worked. And yeah, we got that on. Let's turn these all on again. Okay. quick start.
Everything looks good from where I'm sitting. Taxi to the runway and take off.
Check out which way the wind's blowing.
Kilo Whiskey Victor India, automated
2-3.
weather observation 0500 Zulu.
3011. Alright. More taxiing practice. Good news. Alright, so wind is blowing. We need to take off on maybe 27. Right? Oops.
Kilo Whiskey Victor India, automated weather observation
20.
Zulu. Wind 237 at 8. Visibility 1.
Okay, let's take off on 20. So, what am I going to forget? Let's make sure these are all set properly. And oh yeah, I got buttons for that. Okay, head fell off again. Let's roll. Before we get too far into this, bus, why are you out on the damn taxiway bus? Yay, it didn't crash. Okay. So yeah, you can see 10,000 foot runway. And then we got what looks like a little baby runway, but it's still almost a mile long. Alright, so I think we are good taxiing just here, and we don't need to cross the runway. Okay. We're gonna hop on 20. Get the hell out of here. Because you should be in the air right now. Whoop. And
Have a great
go.
flight. It's a beautiful time to fly.
All right. Hold that straight down the runway. Climb out again. Let's go vertical speed. Climb to 6,000. Actually, let's go 5,500. Stay a little further below. Climb at 1,000 feet. That clicked on for when we do go direct. Autopilot needs to be on for it to climb like I want it to. There we go. And then let's get going north on the heading while I put in our direct. Could have done this all on the ground, but why do it the right way? Are climbing right? Yep. Okay, activate nav. Climb out a little harder. This thing is really producing some power today. Melting the green. 3,200 now. We got a bit of a cross tailwind here. That should start pushing us well. These do look like they got some rain in them, but I don't think... I mean, there's nothing under them, so... 2,700. $3,000. 25 minutes out from here. Big old tailwind push there. 10 knots still. Those look a little darker over there. 3,500. We do have some higher stuff right there. Just double checking I put in the correct airport. Just kind of looked to see that we were headed in the correct way. That might have some rain. Or it could just be some fog. It might just be fog. Alright, let's get this thing sped up a little bit. So, yeah, tailwind 16 knots. We're pretty much in the same weather now. But we were over there with a nice clear shot, whereas we got a little bit rougher looking clouds over here. And they're a little bit lower as well. Maybe we should climb. What we got for... Alright, we're getting over everything. We'll just stay at 5,500. It's probably going to get pretty rough under these clouds. Let's see if we can get weather. Shit. I don't think weather works. Or there's just, these aren't rain clouds, they're just thick. Eventually we'll find out. But yeah, this cloud looks a little bit, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna turn a bit away from what looks to be kind of a rough cloud. We're gonna split these two. Let's go ahead and climb to 6,500. Try to get slightly above the base of the clouds here. We didn't even get to try out our timer thing, so that's annoying. Maybe, you wonder, like, I'll have to go look at that. It would be funny if the timer hit 0 at the exact same time that I clicked the button for the chart. Because I could see the timer also, just for some reason, killing the game. for absolutely random luck. We got a town over here, Morgan Hill. We are splitting these perfectly, but those look about the same too. I don't think we're getting over those. I know I can fly through them. It's probably not going to do too much, but yeah, there's 6,500. It definitely looks better. I really wish I could, like, right-click on this and say "Do not highlight." Can someone make that an option? I think it's just gonna be better to go off here and go around these. I know they're just clouds. But if I was doing this in real life, I seen some pretty dark looking clouds and I wasn't sure if it was gonna just beat the hell out of us going through them, especially as low as we are over the mountains. I'm gonna just go with this, the safer option. Add a few minutes on. Ground speed right now 195. Let's take a look over here. Just absolute wilderness. For days. Like, this is just a massive wilderness area in front of us now. And this will get us back on track to like where I was on the path before the game crashed. Hasn't really added too much to our trip. And these weren't as thick as the ones that we split back there, but again, better safe than sorry. Pull back the throttle a bit, drop the RPMs a bit. Try to run it at 22. We're hauling ass right now, airspeed wise, and when we do turn north, we're gonna get a massive boost of tailwind. Ground speed 194, that will drop a bit. Yeah, these clouds definitely are causing a bit of turbulence, and I'm guessing had we stuck on that same path through those, it would have been a little worse off. We're gonna just brush into this one. Landing and taxi light off. About an hour late on that. All right. Once we can kind of see north, we'll go back to direct to Stockton. We're almost directly south of it. Looks like we just need to get around this one and then we should be good to go. speed down to 192. I can't tell if there's a little bit of that haze and fog in this valley. Alright, let's just see. Yeah, we're going to be good. Turn north around this one, so go ahead and take my direct to activate and nav. Make the turn. Let's get north. What do we got down there? There looks like a little town. Maybe Patterson? No. I don't know what that is. Okay, that was a sharper turn than I thought we were getting. So we're gonna just fly straight into this one that we were trying to go around. Brush against it. There's a little sort of town over here. With a road leading to it called Diablo Grande Parkway. Oh, it's the Diablo Grande Resort. I now see the name. So it is a golf course with some homes around it, and well, it doesn't look very green, but I'm guessing it's pretty awesome and fairly cool all season long. It's got to be up a little ways elevation wise. Alright, let's see what we can do here.
Stockton Airport information. Sierra 0500 Zulu. Wind tree 25
Okay.
at 6. Visibility 2. Sky condition. Few clouds at 1,900 feet temperature. 10. 2.8. Altimeter tree 0. 1.
So, we're going to be landing 29. And we might as well land on the short one. Because if we land on this one, we're going to, like, stop right here. And then we're going to have to taxi for 5 hours. So, we will land on 29 left. That should be fairly easy to put together. Let's see what we got in stored procedures here. 29 right, 29 right. We got visual 29 left. Let's see if that gives us any waypoints in. It does. We'll at least be able to just... Alright, so... No, that didn't do it. Okay. Screw it. We'll just fly in. I know I didn't activate it, but I was trying to load it, but it doesn't look like that's a thing that you can do with the visuals. We are 6 minutes out at this rate. Let's go ahead and go right tank. We do have a lot thicker clouds over here and a lot lower. So I think I'm going to do my little trick. I mean, it's not my little trick. I'm sure it's an actual procedure, but this is how I'm going to do things. So right now, the airport is at 355 from us. So we're going to be coming in at a bad angle to the runway. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go to heading mode. I'm going to turn us to the right. And then we're going to wait for this to change to 29. And that means that we're perfectly lined up with the runway. We can just fly in that way, straight in, and not have to do too much thinking about it. But since they're not going to let us request 29 left, we're not going to contact them. So just keep our eye on that. We are still getting closer to the airport. What is our elevation here? 26 feet. Not going to be able to see a whole lot, but we do have San Joaquin River. There's an airport somewhere over there as well. I want to one more time listen to what it said about clouds.
Stockton Airport information. Sierra 0500 Zulu.
All right.
Wind tree 29er at 6. Visibility 2.
So we're at 344 now. Miles out, we can probably descend. Let's drop down to 4,500. Power back a bit. Turn a little harder here. We are getting too close. And this will speed up how quickly we catch that angle. So yeah, I'm hopeful that the next place we go is we start heading out into the national parks over there. .327 now. 10.5 miles out. Traffic will show up on this. I'm going to just turn both of those on. Okay, 318, getting close. You can see the runway. It's so damn long. And I'm not that far zoomed in here. Power back a little bit more. 9 miles out. 3 minutes out. Let's go ahead. Drop to 2,500. 304. What is our exact number here? Can I find it? 294. Okay. Got to give myself some time on the turn as well. Let's go 294. All right. Bring power back all the way. 9 miles out, 4,000 feet above the ground. No city underneath us, just a lot of farmland it looks like. Okay, we've kind of overshot that late on the turn. I'm going to bring it back a bit. 136, 8 miles out. Let's just get this burnt off, because I have a feeling it's going to be very difficult to get it to burn off. Okay. Yeah, we're still, as quick as we're dropping, we're still picking up a ton. How have I broken this? Oh, I went the wrong way. On yeah, I got that backwards on what I needed. Alright. We're gonna just fly. Okay, so thought I was being smart and I completely blew it by going the wrong direction. We're at 2,000 feet now. I'm gonna get these flaps out. We're coming in all messed up. Just flooded it with green on the map. We're at 285. Start turning back here. 286. Let's hold 16. That gets our speed to die. Now we can get some power back in it. Go ahead and take those off because we don't need all of that. And we're at 286 still. Should be able to see the runway. We're coming in just all messed up here after my mistake, but be able to correct it. And we're still off here. Got lights, I believe. They're way low. Actually, we're not bad. Don't want the long runway, but I would like to be able to see it. Alright, I think I see it. We are extremely low again. I have just... the fog completely screws me up. Now, we could go land on the big runway. But I know the short runway is right in front of us. Holy hell. Okay, this time we did get a foggy airport. Got a bit of a crosswind here. Alright. We're lined up. Gotta love it that it stutters the most right as you're landing. Great feature.
Nice landing, pilot.
All right. We are down.
Contact
Get it
ground for
slowed
your
down.
parking assignment, then shut down your engine.
And then try to remember how to steer. Okay. Perfect. Flaps back up. I didn't even have RPMs up. I was just a damn mess on that. Alright. Well, we got our FBO over here. Or over there. That runway, though, is just massive. We'd be taxiing for a long time. I almost thought about landing on that runway because I could see it, but once we could see that one, you know the little one's coming up. All right. Turned here. I have no idea what this parking situation is here. We should all be parking into the wind, but we'll go ahead and just park like everyone else is here at this FBO that only has truck loading bays. Well, completely screwed up my navigation there, but yeah, that was just a dumb mistake. Pushing it the wrong way. Let's kill the engine.
Transporter. Disembarkation in progress.
The
Stand by.
landing was negative 116 feet per minute at 66 knots. We use 70 pounds of fuel and $158 rental fee and $600 airport fee. That's
Okay, pilot.
the high
That's
one.
all the passengers off the plane.
But we earned
Thank you. Over and out.
7,754, so it doesn't matter. We're at 74,747.
You can start your engine now.
So, yeah, that is good. What do we got for rental planes here? Oh, yeah, it's a big airport. Yeah, I don't like that plane. So, it doesn't look like anything that I am looking for. I may see if some of my pay planes are working now, and then get those loaded into NeoFly and see if we can pick up a Seneca or something like that. But I mean, I'm enjoying this plane. I really enjoy this plane, so it's a good plane. It's been fun to fly and learn, and yeah, I hope you're enjoying this series. So, thanks for watching.